Hello, darlings, and a very warm welcome indeed to Friday Night Live, but also a very warm welcome to what will be arguably the most important live stream of 2025 because it gives me enormous happiness to say this is the live stream where we will welcome in St. David's Day, the 1st of March, darlings. St. David's Day, a very important day in the heart and life of any Welshman, and Welshmen do not come any prouder than me. And also a day where we transition from winter into spring and the new year really starts. All of the plans can now come to fruition. The days are already becoming warmer, the days are becoming longer, and this is kind of, well, midnight is where we kind of hit the ground running. Now, you all know it's a very important day to me for those reasons. And this year, I'm probably more excited than I usually am this year. Now, I always welcome St. David's Day because, in my mind at least, it marks the end of the hardest part of winter. Um, and it marks the end of what, for me, of late has been a rather boring time. Now, that doesn't apply this year, darlings. This year, I have had a fabulous year. It has been amazing. But I'm still particularly excited to see the 1st of March because I know that it's going to get even better. There are going to be amazing adventures, fun, laughter, excitement, all sorts of wonderful things to be had over the spring and summer and rest of the year ahead. And I can't wait. Bring it on. There are so many plans. So what a fabulous time. And I thank you for being with me on this Friday Night Live as we hit that magic moment, as we hit midnight and February is gone and we enter into March, and we enter into March in the best way possible by celebrating St. David. So, yeah, I am really looking forward to the however long is left, 55 odd minutes ahead. And as well as all of that, of course, all of the normal stuff applies. We've got a hedgehog of truth, complete with his companion. We've got a box that's going to get the regular pounding. And of course, we have got the community portable electric telephonic device. Upon any of you, should you so wish, can leave a voice note for the general joy and delight of both myself and your fellow community members. You will notice that I am drinking water, and I'm drinking water because I'm saving my glass of wine for midnight, and that's when I'm going to raise my glass to you and hopefully with you. Right. So let's see who is going to be on this magical journey with us. First cab off the rank tonight is Shelley Denise. Hello, I'm first in tonight. You were indeed, my lovely. I may not be able to stay long tonight, she says, and if so, I'll watch it back tomorrow. Have fun. Thank you, and thank you for popping in to say hello. Peter P is with us, Jimmy Quinn, the lovely Mark Passad, Jim Bob, the lovely Richard Porty Galtieri. My Shawnee is with us. We'll be watching as I edit my Saturday video. Blimey, you've left that one late, mate. It goes out at 7 o'clock, doesn't it? But I'm very much looking forward to it. And again, as a proper Welshman, because Shawnee is a proper Welshman. He's a Valleys boy. He's South Wales. So don't tell the Gogs, don't tell them up north, but proper Welsh is South Wales. They'll tell you otherwise. Don't you listen to them. Andrew Buttigieg is with us, our lovely Ivor Spotty Botty. A jolly good evening to you. Mystic Hair is with us. Good evening, team. Let the weekend beginneth. Well, yes, of course. Of course, we're also waving away the week and we're welcoming in the weekend, aren't we? So, oh, it's just a celebration all round tonight, darlings, a celebration all round. And I would love to know how your day has been. How was the weather? Because it has been an amazing day here. An amazing day here. I can't believe that just a couple of weeks ago we were in an ice and fog bound, miserable environment. Today it has been a balmy, and that's balmy with an L, not with an R. Thank you very much. It has been a balmy 18 degrees, darlings. 18 degrees. And I don't mind telling you, I have taken advantage of that 18-degree temperature. And despite the fact that I'm still not feeling 100%, although I am feeling better from my cold, flu, whatever it was, uh, I'm at that stage of recovery at the moment where my nose has dried up, my throat isn't as sore as it was, but my sinuses are still blocked to buggery, and I've got a pounding sinus headache over my left eye as I look at it, this one here, that's been pounding since the moment I woke up. But nonetheless, I wasn't going to waste a day like today, darling. So what did I do? I went and frolicked in the Peak District Hills, and I had a wonderful time, and I feel all the better for it. Am I going to share it with you? Of course I am. There'll be a video coming out tomorrow. Jim Bob's having a nice mug of tea. Well, oh no, Jim Bob uh, is suggesting that Sean is probably having a nice mug of tea while he's doing his editing. Well, no doubt he is. No doubt he is. Sean, says Mark Prasad, good evening. And I really enjoyed the latest video from the Rusty Homestead. And the miner's cottage garden is going to be beautiful too. I agree on both counts. Richard says, tough day, let me tell you that, but I had a fantastic laugh at Zelensky getting roasted. Well, I'm glad you had a laugh at it, Richard. I and many other people were doing exactly the opposite. And I speak about it on today's video. Now, speaking as somebody who was engaged to a Ukrainian, who lived in Ukraine, who loves the country, who loves the people, what happened today was nothing short of a bullying disgrace. A bullying disgrace. And I am delighted that virtually all of the European leaders, including our own Prime Minister, have come out this evening on social media declaring their absolute unmitigated support for President Zelensky and for the country of Ukraine. What happened today was a disgrace. The fact that it happened uh, in open media is even more of a disgrace, and it is a day that will be remembered. Um, People have shown their true colours, haven't they? Um, yeah. It was the hot topic at work. We've had a fantastically busy night in the restaurant. We've turned the restaurant over twice. Literally, with a 50-seater restaurant, we've done 100 covers tonight. It's been a busy one, but at the end of the service, when we all sat down and everybody ate and talked and whatnot, we all sat and watched the footage from Zelensky and Trump, and we were all, to a man and woman, shocked and disgusted. Um, and yeah, we spoke at length about how we think things might go now, but yeah, yeah. Let's just say that today, more so than usual, I'm proud to be a European rather than an American. And I point this out in the video. When considering Ukraine, do not make the mistake that so many people think that we are supporting them out of the goodness of our hearts. Don't think that. Don't think that we're supporting them out of some kind of humanitarian based morality. Don't think that either. There's a very good reason why Ukraine have earned the support of everybody in the West. And people forget this. Ukraine was a nuclear power. Ukraine agreed to denuclearize, and part of that agreement was that Ukraine would receive unconditional um, unconditional support in the event of any enemy taking action against them. Guess what? An enemy's taken action against them. Guess what? The rest of the everybody who was party to that agreement is contractually obliged to support them. Now, if Donald Trump, who did a dump on the kitchen floor, Mrs. Trump ate it up and said she'd like some more. If Donald Trump wants to forget that and try and force the Ukrainian nation into capitulation, then he's not a very nice man, is he? There you go. There you go. But I'm glad that it gave you a laugh, Richard. That's lovely, because laughter's nice, isn't it? Matron is with us. Evening all on my phone tonight, so can't say hi to anyone individually. Good evening all, say Stratosphere, and good evening to you. Woodstock is with us. Springtime for Boaty, says Richard, and Germany, adds Andrew Buttigieg. Midwest Mimi is with us. Hi all. Happy St. David. It's not quite yet, Mark, but thank you. Not quite yet. We've got 16 minutes to go. Nice weather, says Jim Bob. Fantastic. It's been amazing. Boaty's like a March hare tonight. I is. Oh, Lisa is with us. Hello, Lisa. Maybe spring and great start. Yellow daffodils, beginnings of spring. My daffodils are always very late. Now, around where the restaurant is in Ripley, I have seen daffodils in bud and bloom. My daffodils will probably not be out this month. Maybe at the very, next month, the end of March. It's not March yet for 16 minutes, is it? My daffodils are about that far out of the ground at the moment. They're always very, very late. And it's just because the temperature here is generally colder than the temperature elsewhere. And elsewhere will get an earlier bud and bloom than I do. Emma, says Mimi, you motivated me to get out and trim brambly hedges today. Tracy Cardiff is with us. I'm here, but rather tired, says Tracy. I'm going to be celebrating our National Day tomorrow, as you should. The Welsh national anthem will be resounding around the homeland and around the world. And a good thing too. Beautiful day in the North Cotswolds, says Mr. Hare. The sap is rising. It is indeed. It is indeed. Trump is a bully, says Jim Bob. Yes, he absolutely is. Orange Man is showing his true colours now. Red, says Andrew. Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. Boaty, it was a disgrace, says Mark Prasad. I'm astonished. Zelensky and Ukraine are heroes. I completely agree, Mark. I completely agree. And for the President of the United States to publicly try and force the leader of the country on his people's behalf to publicly capitulate to the invading forces effectively is, as you say, nothing short of a disgrace. And I was talking about this around the staff table tonight. The world will look badly upon Trump and he won't care. he won't care, because the average American has got no knowledge of or interest in anything that goes on outside of America. The average American, statistically, will never leave America in his life, and they will believe what Trump tells them. And yeah, it's bad. Andrew says Orange Man is undoing 80 years of hard work and diligence of Europe. He's certainly trying to. I agree. Ah, Captain Mustard is here, the lovely Captain. Good evening to you. And the M11 is here. I'm here at last, says Emma Lemon of the eponymous YouTube channel, Emma Lemon. Good evening, all. And everybody saying hello to Captain Mustard of the YouTube channel, Project Nigel, of course. Slava Ukraini, says Mark. And yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yep, I saw the affair that went on earlier as well, says Josh Homan. And good evening to one and all, and a very good evening to you. And I appear to have caught up with the comments, which is rather splendid, isn't it? Am I on good form tonight, or are you lot just particularly quiet? Boaty and Mustard, says Emma. I gifted some memberships to my channel tonight, and you both got one. Oh, well, that's exceedingly kind and decent of you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much indeed. Emma, a great start to the garden, says Andrew. And Emma's grateful for that and displays her gratitude by thanking Andrew rather fulsomely. So, yeah, what have you been up to today, darlings? Now, I was planning to do so. Oh, Steve McDonald is with us. Good evening, Boaty, and good evening, everyone. A jolly good evening to you. I was planning on the 1st of March, tomorrow, except it's not going to be tomorrow for very long. In 11 minutes, it's going to be today. Hallelujah. I was planning to start spring as I'm meant to go on tomorrow. But because of the fantastic weather, I started it a day early. So, as I've mentioned before, my plans moving forward for the old daily diary are to structure my day in a slightly different way. I plan to get up a little bit earlier and start editing my video as soon as I get up. So, step one will be, I might as well take you through the whole process. The first step of creating a YouTube video for me is overnight. The Nicki Minaj from my various telephones will upload to the cloud, and then download from the cloud to my other devices, my iPads, my MacBook, my iMac, etc., etc., etc. So job number one in terms of getting a YouTube video out is to open my edit suite on my bigger iPad and pull in the Nicki Minaj from the iPad photo thing into the actual edit suite. And that involves downloading it, because the version that's on the iPad is like a thumbnail version. The majority of it is stored in the cloud to keep down the demands on the storage space on the iPad itself. It works tremendously well. And it doesn't take long to download. So that's job number one. So tomorrow morning, I will. You don't want to see me come downstairs in the morning. It's not a pretty sight. I'm not a pretty sight before me juice and me coffee and me slice of toast. So I will totter downstairs, open up the old. Well, I'll pour a glass of juice, get the coffee on, and that will be job number one, to get the Nicki Minaj into the edit suite. So get that done, and then I can have my breakfast while that's downloading. It won't take long. It'll probably take 10, 15 minutes, something like that. Then there's the editing itself. And then you have to render it from the edit suite back onto the iPad itself, and then you upload it then to YouTube, and that's the longest process, the upload to YouTube. I am uploading now in quite a high quality. I'm uploading in a minimum of 50 things, whatever they are. So that means that if I'm uploading a 30-minute video, it's going to take about around 2 to 2.5 hours to upload. But anyway, so yeah, that's going to be the start of my day going forward. And then when all that is done, I'm going out. I'm going out for lunch. Apart from Sundays, my plan is, I mean, things will probably change, look, but my plan is to go out for lunch on a daily basis. And I don't mean go out and eat out. Well, I do, but I don't mean go and pay to eat in a pub or a cafe or something. You know, can't afford that. God forbid. But to go out and have lunch while I'm out. If the weather's crap, I'll use my Kneel and Sophie thing and have lunch in the car. If the weather's good, I can cook outside, or I can take a picnic, which could be eaten inside or outside of the car. And the idea is that there will be three elements: a drive to somewhere lovely, a walk somewhere lovely, and a lunch. So that's the idea. And I started that. That was supposed to start tomorrow, but the weather was amazing. So I started it today. And I wasn't the only one to have that idea. There were quite a lot of people. I should have gone to somewhere a bit more secret. I went to Longston Edge, darlings. Now, most of you will have seen Longston Edge before on my Land Rover lunch videos. I've done one, two, I've done three at Longston Edge. One going way, way, way back with Smashing Bristols and Stickman. And then I did one on my own. And then I did one last year with Emma. So that's where I went today. And I couldn't get into my normal place. There were women sitting on my bloody cooking table, which was really annoying. But nonetheless, I had a lovely walk up and over the tops amongst the sheepies in the beautiful sunshine. Um, had a nice drive, and I made a sausage and bacon roll um, for my lunch. And do you know what? I had the best time. I had the best time. All right, I was blessed with the weather, but how much better did I feel for actually getting out there rather than just uh, pottering about the cottage? Oh, I felt a million times better. It was wonderful. And I felt a lot better going to work tonight. I felt as if I'd done something. I could feel my vitamin B levels building up as I frolicked around in that beautiful, warm spring sunshine. It was lovely. I loved the walk. It was fun to cook outside. And then it was lovely to just chill out for an hour, watch the world go by in a beautiful part of the world. And yeah, I plan to do it a lot more this year. That's one of the things that are going to be happening this year. There will be other things happening this year as well, darling. You just wait and see. Where did we get to? uh, Oh, did I miss a live? Emma says, Andrew. And Emma says, yeah, it was a rather rubbish spur of the moment live. I'm sure it wasn't rubbish at all. Richard has been sorting through hundreds of records today, grading and pricing them. Very hard work. Mark is thanking Emma for his gifted membership. Good evening, all, says Bad Books, the lovely Mark, isn't it? Will you be getting up early on Sunday, says Captain Mustard? No, is the quick and easy answer to that. Uh, will I be? Yeah, sorry, mate, but no. Honestly, the idea of dragging myself out of bed to drive to a motorway services, honestly, really kind of doesn't appeal all that much. If you were going to a pub for a nice drink and a Sunday lunch, then yeah, I would get up early. But to go to a motorway services, yeah, no, 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 no. But I'm sure you'll have a. Oh, for those who don't know, it's the Project Nigel meetup on Sunday, and they're meeting up at. Is it Woolly Edge Services or is that the other one? Anyway, they're meeting up at the services on the M62, and then they're going for a drive, and then they're going to park up somewhere and I don't know, drink some tea if they've taken a flask with them, or possibly eat a hard-boiled egg or a sandwich. And honestly, all joking apart, if I was closer, I'd go. But I've been to a couple, and it makes it a really hard day because I cop it at both ends. I have to get up. Oh, keep an eye on the time. Keep an eye on the time. I have to get up super early, and then I don't have time to go home. I have to go straight to. I have to go straight to work. It makes it a really, really long day. Um, but so if I lived closer, or if I wasn't working on Sunday night, I would absolutely come. Of course, I would, and I've been to them before. But no, assuming that's what you mean, mustard old sport. Yeah, no. Sunday is going to be my day of rest. On Sunday, I'm not going to film a video because I'm going to be busy on the Monday doing something or other. Oh yes. Oh, you wait until you see the Mondays that are going to be coming up. You won't believe your eyes, darlings. Don't miss a Monday this year. That would be my advice to you. Um, what was I saying? Yeah, so I won't be filming a video on Sunday, so that means I'm gonna have a lie-in. I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna take all the time that I want to edit the video from Saturday. I'm gonna make a nice Sunday lunch, and then I'm gonna go to work, and those are gonna be my Sundays. Everybody saying good evening to Bad Books. When life gives you Momo, says Peter P, eat them. Um, well, yes, indeed. And I'm planning a Momo lunch on Monday, but I haven't decided where yet. We can talk about that. And it is now midnight. So, darlings, my lovely ones, my friends, my dear, dear friends. Dydd, Gŵyl, Dewi, Sant, Hapus. A very happy St. David's Day and first day of spring to each and every one of you. Let's have a fabulous one. I hope that it's an amazing spring and summer for all of you. Right, now let's have a glass of wine, shall we? Because I will drink to that. It's going to be an amazing year. It's going to be an amazing year. For many people, I hope. It's certainly a year that I'm looking forward to more than I've looked forward to, a year for some time. And that's not just looking forward in hope. I'm also looking back in gratitude because it's been a great year right from the start. For once, I didn't have to wait until the 1st of March for good things to happen. And let's face it, every year I say, right, the 1st of March will be the changing point. What actually changes? Not much. I end up not doing anything. This year, I've been doing stuff, and I'm going to do a lot more stuff. And I'm going to put myself right out of my comfort zone on some of these occasions, darlings. Oh, yeah. You wait and see. Cheers. Your very good health. Bottoms up yours. Get stuffed, and Dydd, Gŵyl, Dewi, Sant, Hapus. It's March and it's spring, and I am so happy. I always like to eat out, says Mystic Hair. Yeah, okay. I think I know where you're going with that. Richard says, well, you can do tailgate cooking from the choice of 2 Peugeot estates. Indeed. Yes, indeed. I'm actually thinking that I might just, what I might do is I might put all of my kit, all of the tables, chairs, cooking stuff, all of that. I might just put it in Mimi's cavernous arse, because for the daily ones, it makes more sense to use Mimi. She's quite a lot more economical than Officer Crabtree, cheaper to run, more room in the boot, easier to sit in the boot. So, yeah, I think Mimi will be and if it is cavernous, that boot in Mimi, so I can have all the gear sitting in there. I'll get some whatever you call them, elastic things. What do you call them? Bungee, ropey, hooky things, and try and get it all in really neat and tidy. It won't take up all that much room in the boot. It used to fill the Freelander because the Freelander had a tiny boot, but Mimi's got a cavernous arsehole. Honestly, you've never seen anything like it. Um, so yeah, it can just live in there, and then whenever I want to just nip out, I can. Officer Crabtree is going to be the road trip car, the long distance car, or the posh car, or something like that. Which again sounds counterintuitive because you think, well, you just use Mimi on the longer journeys because she's more economical, but Officer Crabtree is nicer to drive for a long journey, a lot more comfortable. So yeah, and although he's not quite as economical, he's still quite economical, and he's got power up the whoopsie. Oh, he's a powerful chap, and you need a bit of a treat. So yeah, Crabbers will be the longer distance road trip car. Also, Crabbers is a bit up there on miles, whereas Mimi is still under the 100,000. So if you're going to put miles on something, it makes sense to put them on Mimi. Oh, has somebody done a nice thing? Oh, Mark Prasad gifted a membership, which is very kind of you. Thank you, Mark. And it went to my Shawnee, the lovely Sean James Cameron, who said, not again, leave me alone. Thank you. Oh, come on, Sean. It had to go to a Welshman on St. David's Day. Oh, St. David's Day, 1st of March. Oh, it's been a long winter, hasn't it, darlings? But this is it. This is it. And have you seen the weather forecast? Oh my God. Oh my God. This is it. Let the good times roll for all of us. For all of us. Right, where did I get to? I got to about here. I know you're not coming, really. Only joking, mate, says Master. I wish I could come. I wish I could come. I love going to I cooked Momo there once at one in the yard, but yeah, it's just that bit too. It's working on the Sunday night that kills it. Peter P says, Mustard, hoping for a video for us that can't join. I'm sure there will be one. If you're eating outside now, says Mark, are you going to the bathroom outside? Fair's fair. No, is the quick and easy answer to that. Oh, Diane Sturdy, stand up and salute the headmistress. Good evening, headmistress. Diane Sturdy says, Happy St. David's Day, Boaty, and a very happy birthday, Jimmy. Oh, Jimmy's birthday. Happy birthday, Jimmy, and many, many happy returns. Well, this just gets better and better, doesn't it? Wine a clack, says Peter P. Happy St. David's Day, Boaty. Yakidar, says Mystic Hair. Midnight, says Andrew. Oh, God, I'm late. Sorry, says Stu. Better late than never. Shelley says, poorly. Do you know how much an original Pink Floyd Dark Side of the Moon would be worth? And she might get an answer to that. Uh, Emma says happy St. David's Day, and to you. Everybody's saying hello to Diane. People are wishing Jimmy a happy birthday. Trisha Alderman is with us saying happy birthday, Jimmy. Lots of people are saying happy birthday, Jimmy. Matron says happy special Dave's Day. That's a new one on me. A good birthday to Jimmy, says the lovely Josh. More happy birthdays, more happy birthdays. Pinch punch, first of the month, white rabbit, says the head mistress. Stu would like you to know that he's single. Jimmy's birthday, says Jim Bob. Happy birthday and happy Dave's Day to you Welsh folk. Dear. Cavernous boot, eh, says Stu. It is a bloody cavernous boot. Oh, Renee. Then there was the membership gifted. Boaty, are you going full Zafira, man? No. No. More on that story later. I might be going full blot. Now then. Sean is being congratulated. Mike Hockburn says, I'm married, but I'm single, which is a tad confusing. Sean does make me laugh. Not again. Leave me alone. Thank you. Fill your boots, Sean, says Peter P. Quite right. Quite right. That was one of the moments of last year for me. I'll never forget that. Oh dear. I can still picture it now. Come to Tenerife, they said. Look at the volcano, they said. There it is. Fill your boots. Oh, God, that was a class moment. Cavernous like throwing a welly up a hallway. Exactly, Richard. What do you mean incoming snow? No, there isn't. Not on my weather forecast. Well, not yet. There might be in a couple of weeks' time. It's basking weather. It is, Andrew. It really is. Shawnee the Welsh lad. God. Sean, I ordered those snowdrops, says Emma. Hang on. Oh, more hello. Did you find out why Crabtree was pulling to the left, Arts Mustard? Well, he's pulling to the right. And no, I haven't yet. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a process of elimination. Now, as you know, he needs new front tyres. So I'm going to... God, I meant to do it this week. I've sorted them. I've sorted the ones I want. So I need to order a couple of tyres to go on the front. Yeah, I'm going to my normal supplier. They will come out and fit them for me here, so it's nice and convenient. I've chosen the ones that I want. I've looked at all of the ratings and whatnot, balanced them up against price and so on and so on. And yeah, I'm happy with my choice. I'm happy with the ones that I'm going for. I just need to actually order. I keep bloody forgetting. So the tires will be replaced. It'll be new tires and the wheels will be balanced. I'm sure there's wheel imbalance going on because there was always a bit of a judder, a bit of vibration in the steering at over 70, at over 80. Now there's a vibration at much lower speeds as well. So it's going to be a process of elimination. I'll do the tires, which means that the wheels will be balanced, and we'll see if that changes everything. If it doesn't, I'll get the tracking done. And if that doesn't sort it, then, I'll throw it into the garage and get them to sort out what it is. Happy sheep shagging day, says Batman Reuben. And you wouldn't say that at Glenny's Rugby Club. Well, you might, but you wouldn't get out alive. It's my first live, says Mike. Glad to be here, Boaty. Well, we are delighted to have you. Welcome to the live stream community, or welcome to the bogs, Boaty's old geezers and gals. and welcome to the inner scrotum, as we are all collectively known. It's really kind of you to join us. So, cheers and welcome indeed. uh, duh, duh, duh. Oh, and people are welcome. It has been a long winter, says Mark. Let's embrace the spring. Yes. The first, my second daughter gets married in August. Oh, 2025 is a standout year for us. That's good to hear. Bloody auto carrot. Thank you all for my birthday wishes, says Jimmy Quinn. More welcomes for Mike. Got to be cheap Chinese tires, says Batman Rubin. I don't know. I don't know about that, mate, because at the end of the day, Officer Crabtree, the tyres are going on the front. Crabbers is a front wheel drive vehicle, and there's 170 brake horsepower going through those front wheels, and therefore those tyres. So I don't really want ditch finders on there. He's a pretty quick car. He's 140 mile an hour car. I'm not gonna, and it's front wheel drive, so there's no way I'm gonna put ditch finders on the front. That's not happening. How much are the tyres going to cost Boaty? Asks Jim Bob. Trying to remember now. I think they were. Oh, I think the ones I went for, they're mid-range, and I think they were 95 quid each, something like that. So 190 quid. Not too bad. Didn't Hobnut get a set of Lansale tyres and they were rubbish? I don't know. Batman Raymond says, I said it outside the Merthyr Tydfil Rugby Club and then drove off very fast. Lansales were all right, says Stu. I have GT Radial on my Audi, says Batman Rubin. Best of the low end, says Stu, referring to Lansales. I thought it suddenly started pulling, says Mustard. I don't know, I can't remember. I just gradually noticed it. I have Devanti summer tyres, says Peter P. Richard needs to shell out some Continentals this year at some point. Oh, not a bad price, says Jim Bob. No, well, I mean, you could spend more, but I looked at the ratings for, grip and wet grip and road noise and all of that kind of thing, and I looked at customer reviews. I mean, I'm not going to put top ones on there, but I'm not going to put El Cheapo ditch finders on either. Not on Mimi, yeah, absolutely, but not on 170 brake horse, 140 mile an hour car. We have a voice message, darlings. Our first St. David's Day voice massage, and the next voice that you hear will be from the Leisure Peninsula. What do we think? Chips today? Chips today? What do we think? It is a Saturday. No, it's not. It's a Friday. Close. Well, it's Saturday now. Here we go.
How has your day been today, sir?
I've told you all about it.
Any better? I'm sorry, I've just entered the chat
late,
sir, but I've been watching the famous old movie, which is Rita and Bob's 2.
Oh.
Quite good. Seen it a few times, sir. Also, I'd like to thank our Emma. I've just looked at our Emma, and it looks like she's gave me one of her members.
Oh.
So I'm a member of Emma's channel. Thank you very much, Emma. Don't know when you gave me it, but thank you very much. Got a free membership for Emma's one, so I'll be looking at that. Thank you very much. I do watch loads of Emma's anyway. I'm not really one to comment about people's videos. I do comment on here because I know you're on the lives quite often, Emma. Anyway, thank you very much. Today I just had beans and cheese on toast. I actually splashed out today. I had 4 posh coffees, sir. And for this evening meal, I had sausage, chips, and beans, followed by the 4th posh coffee and the 4th posh biscuits, sir. Anyway, thank you very much. And once again, thank you, Mrs. Titties. And I hope everybody else is all right in the chat and everybody's feeling down. Please take the time and enjoy the chat. Also, if you're looking for tyres, sir, go online. I often go online and I get them done at local place, sir. There's loads of places that'll do your tyres. Buy them cheap online, and there you go. You buy any make, sir, that way. Just put your registration. Anyway, thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much indeed. And you might have noticed that that Mr. Parry there had double beans. He had beans for lunch and beans for dinner. And so he might have had the same issue as the lovely Carol, who had a baked bean lunch, barbecued baked beans, and who farted virtually non-stop all afternoon. I'm going to get killed for telling you that. I'm going to get killed for telling you that. It's true, though. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. It was Jim Bob who gifted Mr. Parry's membership. Oh, there we are. I think I have a 32-hour drive to Norwich, says Peter P. Oh, and Mr. Parry is, as we speak, recording another massage. Here we are. Oh.
Well, sir, I only farted twice, sir. So it wasn't as bad as her.
Well, no, well done you. You can take the moral farting high ground there, Mr. Parry. Well done you. Stu has got a glass of baked beans in the fridge fermenting. Woodstock says, Boaty, has Carol forgiven you for sending the... It was a joke. Do you really think I'd do that? Leave it out. Leave it out. It was a joke. It was a bit of a wind up to put you all off the scent because we were meeting up in Llandudno. It was a joke. Of course, I didn't bloody send them. And if I had done, she wouldn't have forgiven me either. She gets more than enough of those from other people. She doesn't need them from me. I'm amazed how many... Oh, hello. A telephone call. This is exciting. Good evening.
Hello, matey.
And Dydd, Gŵyl, Dewi, Sant, Hapus to you, my dear friend.
Yeah, fuck that. But also, who's your best mate?
You is.
I am, yes, exactly. And that's why we should go on a little trip together.
Okay, where are we going?
I think we should go to the doctors.
The doctors?
Mm.
That doesn't sound...
I think it's time we went and got that lump of yours checked out.
Ah, okay.
Yeah?
What, you're going to come and hold my hand, are you?
Yeah. I'm going to come and hold your hand, hold your penis, whatever's really necessary. But I think it really does need looking at.
Okay.
And as your properly good friend, I can't really sort of not do exactly that any longer. We need to go and have a look. Okay? It might just be nothing, but it might be something really bad. And we need to get it looked at. Can we do it?
Yeah.
We'll do it together, yeah?
Okay.
Right. So All the people that watch at the moment, please just say, yes, go and get it checked out, Boaty.
I probably
Thank you.
should have had it checked out beforehand, shouldn't I?
Well, it was one of the first things I said to you when I met you, wasn't it?
I've been meaning to do it
Yeah, but let's do it now, right?
for about 25 years.
Let's do it, mate, okay?
But to be honest, I thought if I've had it 25 years, if it was going to kill me, it probably would have done it by now, wouldn't it?
You've not had it that long, have you?
Yeah.
You've shown plenty of pictures where that lump isn't there.
It came in my late 30s.
Well, it's definitely getting bigger though, isn't it?
Oh God, yeah. It's going to take
It's
over.
definitely.
It's going to take over my entire head soon.
Nothing could do that. But however, I've been thinking it's getting bigger, and we should just go and get it looked at.
Well, you know, if it gets you to come over and have lunch, then I'm all for it because nothing else has worked.
Don't be knobhead. You're already a fucking alien head. Now, come on. Have you actually got a doctor's?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Then next week, I'll come over and we'll go there. Okay.
Well, I think we have to make an appointment.
Make an appointment.
Okay, I'll do that.
Make an appointment.
Yeah.
And I'll come over there. Okay.
Yeah. If I'm a brave boy, will you buy me lunch?
If you're a brave boy, I'll let you try out being gay for the first time on me. Okay.
Yeah. No, you're okay. I'll do lunch. Just lunch will be fine.
Okay, mate. Right. See you soon then.
Okay.
See you next week.
Catch you later. Bye. Oh, and we've got another voice note again from Mr. Parry. We are being spoilt tonight.
Get your arse to the doctors at once, sir. Your mate has spoken.
Yeah, but they're closed at the moment, Mr. Parry, so I'd be wasting my time. And I've had a little drink now, so I would be kind of breaking the law, really. Where did we get to on the old comments? Around here. Andrew says if Boaty did send a dick pic to Carol Ann, she'd still be laughing. Stu's teeth are fooked and he needs a $5,000 and a turkey trip. Don't we all? Except I'm going to Nepal. Mustard is right and a good friend. Get it checked. Oh, and get your prostates checked as well, says Jim Bob. I don't allow anybody to wave their finger in my face, let alone down there. Oh, everybody's telling me to get it changed. Yes, I know I should. Right, two reasons why I haven't bothered. Kind of three reasons, really. One, if it was going to kill me, it would have by now. Two, I've forgotten what two was. Oh, well, I did have three reasons. Right, so I got as far as one. What was number two? Oh, yeah. Two is I have an incredible phobia of doctors because they have a habit of killing my family and trying to kill me. And three is, number three is I've got MH. So what am I going to gain from going to the doctors? If they tell me that it's something serious, then sorry, you're just going to have to die of it because you've got MH, so we can't do anything about it. And if they tell me it's something not serious, then it's, well, we're not going to do anything about it because you've got MH. So I thought, why bother? But I will, if Mustard wants to go, we can. Maybe things will be, maybe things will have changed and maybe they can do things better now. Boaty, the lump could be one of your testicles. Blimey. That would have been quite a migration from where they normally are. It's gay time, Boaty says to you. Yeah, it really isn't. Sorry, guys. That's the other 1st of March announcement. Yeah, there's going to be no gay march. Sorry, loves. I'm not going into details, but yeah, no, not happening. Not happening. Shame, really, because it would have been fun. Boaty, don't bury your head in the sand. I understand your fears, but us men are bad at this. Could be something dealt with by local anaesthetic, says Diane, which could still kill me, Diane. I'm highly positive. That's why, if you remember the story from a few live streams back, I had to have my nose seriously re-broken with not even a local anaesthetic. So it's a cyst, but it is unsightly, and I would like to get rid of it. I mean, you say get it checked. I got it checked by a nurse. It just happened to be a nurse that I was married to. But yeah, I wouldn't mind it being gone. It's a bit unsightly, isn't it? And God knows. You're only in your 50s, says Mark. I'm in my 60s, and my view is you should get it checked. If you had a lump the other side, you could play Frankenstein, says Jimmy Quinn. Maybe you could just down a bottle of vodka as pain relief and then they pop it, says Emma. Oddly enough, that was suggested before. Now, when my polyps were really giving me grief and I had money, I went private. And I went to Bupa and I paid a substantial amount of money to try and get my polyps sorted. They're not as bad now, but they used to get infected 2 or 3 times a year, and when they got infected, that would be me for a week, flat on my back in bed. And so I really wanted to get those sorted. So I paid a lot of money, went to Bupa, and this highly paid individual said, look, yeah, he said, yeah, I know all about it, mate. Don't worry about it. He said, have a bottle of whiskey. Have a bottle of whiskey before you come in. And he said, then I'll just do a cocaine swab around and I'll take a bit out. And then I'll do another cocaine swab around, take a bit more out. And I'll do another cocaine swab around, take a bit more out. And we'll just do it that way. Seriously, if you've had a right old boot full of booze, then between that and the cocaine, you'll be fine. And I said, yeah, right. Well, that ain't happening because you clearly don't know as much about MH as you say you do, because cocaine is contraindicated, you arse. So your idea would have bloody killed me or brain damaged me. And that was when I kind of lost faith in the private medical system as well. So I paid a bloody fortune to go to somebody who would have seen me off. Anyway. Is it teeth and gum related? Asks Richard. No, it's just a cyst. I've had this for ages. My teeth only started becoming a problem. When was it? It was when the channel started. I started the YouTube channel about 2 weeks after I lost the first tooth. So that was 3 years ago. This thing started about 17 years ago. So there's quite a gap between the two. Next week, mate. Then let's go to Scotland. I am so up for that. Did he mean lidocaine, not cocaine? That's also contraindicated, so it wouldn't make any difference. Lidocaine is as bad as cocaine for me. Woodstock. I'm all up for going to Scotland. I watched Clarkson's trip to Scotland doing Edinburgh and back on a single tank of fuel in an Audi A8, and I fancy trying to do the same in one of the Peugeots. I really, really, really just want to drive to Scotland and drive back for no real reason, just to do the road trip. So I'd like to come up with an excuse to do it, but it would be just an excuse, not a real thing. I just want to drive to Scotland and back and get some Scottish banknotes. Right then, darlings, that is going to be about it for tonight. Gosh, there are still 55 of you here. Ah, St. David's Day. I haven't been to Scotland for ages. I used to work in Scotland. When I was a student, I spent a summer holidays working in Scotland, based in Crieff. Um, Travelled around a bit, but based in Crieff. Do you know? I think I've only been to Scotland. Oh no, I've been more than twice. But I've only been a handful of times. I think the first time I went to Scotland was when I went to Glasgow to film for Leslie Mitchell Associates, and that would have been in 1991. There, oh no, that wouldn't have been the first time. That would have been the second time, because there was that summer when I was a student that I worked in Scotland, and then other times. Oh, I went to Aberdeen. I went to Aberdeen to visit family that lived there then. Oh, that would have been before any of the others, because I didn't drive to Aberdeen. I think I was with, God, I can't remember. I must have been with Mum, I suppose. We went to visit my cousin Helen, who comes on the live streams and is in the Facebook group and all of that. And and I went to Edinburgh with the family, with the wife and the kids, for the to partly for the Edinburgh Festival, and partly to visit relatives who live in Edinburgh. So I think I've been about 4 times. But honestly, I want to drive to Scotland and back, just to drive to Scotland and back. That's when there was a chance that somebody wanted to buy a card off me and Mustard, and it was going to need to be delivered to a relatively remote Scottish island, and I was so up for that. I was gutted when that didn't happen. I really was so up for it. Going to Scotland for breakfast and drive back again, I would totally do that. On the lookout for Scottish Madame, said Midwest Mimi. I'm not on the lookout for anybody. Romantically, I am not on the lookout for anybody. I am perfectly content with my current non-gay situation. But thank you for caring. I saw that Top Gear Scotland the other day as well, says Batman Rubin. I did a 15-hour round trip to Aberdeen and back to pick up a Doberman, says Richard. Oh, we have a request to deliver a car to the Isle of Skye. I'm totally up for it. I will drive through the day, through the night. Let's do it. Is it the same deal as before? If it's the same deal as before, let's do it, because it makes sense all round. I am so up for that. So up for that. Speed, body boat, like a bird on the wing. onward, and so on and so forth. Right, I'm going to start off, darlings. I'm going to get something to eat. No, I'm not. I'm going to get a shower. I'm going to get into my night clothes. I'm going to get something to eat, and then I'm going to bed because I've got to get up in the morning and I've got to edit a video earlier than I would normally be comfortable with. And then I've got to go out and film another video. Yes, I have. Haven't I? Yeah, I have. It's Saturday tomorrow. It's St. David's Day. What did I say I was going to do? Oh, I know. Oh, I'm so sorry. Looking forward to seeing. Oh, right. Well done, Emma. The plan for tomorrow's video is to take you. If I get everything done in time, I plan to take you to the best chip shop in the world, bar none. That's the plan. But we'll see how tomorrow goes. God knows what I'm going to feel like in the morning. God knows what I'm going to feel like in the morning. Right, come on, time to go. Darlings, thank you so much for your company tonight. I have loved this one. It's been great. Thank you for, it's the 1st of March. It's St. David's Day. Dydd, Gŵyl, Dewi, Sant, Hapus to each and every one of you. Much love from me. And let's hope it's as fabulous a year as it already has been and as I think it's going to be. So, yeah, absolutely. Let me wish you all a safe and peaceful night and a decent day and weekend ahead. If it's not a time where that you can take some joy from, at the very least, I hope it is manageable. So, and on that note, well, that's it, isn't it? Oh God, I'm so happy. I am so happy and I'm so excited. This is going to be a great year. Trust me. Right. Okay. Take really good care of yourselves. Take care of, if you're fortunate enough to have them, take care of those that you love and who love you. Much love from me. The candle will be relit tomorrow night, 11:30. It's another late one. I'm sorry, nothing I can do about it. But hopefully I will see you then. And in the meantime, Pachu. And indeed. Oh, yes. Gosh. What do I press? Ah.